Yes, even I'm equally concerned. Every time you speak about the new generation and your thoughts on it and how we should protect it, I feel like you're just reading my mind because it resonates so much with what I think. So it also makes me feel good that there's a teacher like you who's trying to educate because you have the right intentions in your mind and you go into that much depth. So good. Good evening.
Hello and good evening.
How are you doing?
I am doing awesome. How are you doing?
Double awesome.
Okay.
So
Wow.
tell me, how has your day been so far?
So far it has been good. Yeah, everything has been fine.
Everything has been fine. Okay. And any part of the day which is a highlight? Or no, nothing like that.
Oh no, like I'm in holidays. We have a Chhat Puja here in Bihar. Do you know about Chhat Puja?
I've heard of it, but I don't actually know the tradition of it.
Yeah, like it is the biggest puja of Bihar, kind of biggest festival in Bihar, right? So we have holidays. So I'm enjoying my holidays.
Okay. Do you celebrate it?
Yes,
How?
we
How,
do.
like, what are the customs that you do?
It goes for around 4 5 days, right? So I'm not sure how many days it goes, but I know two main days. First day, we offer a setting sun, and the
Uh,
next morning, yeah, we worship a rising
the
sun.
rising sun. Ah, yes, yes, yes. I
Yes,
recall.
yeah. So people offer everything to God, sun God, uh, bananas, apple, like pumpkin, like God eat everything. So
God eats everything.
yeah, God eats everything. So yeah,
Very well. I do like worshipping to sun god as well because I always feel so calm and nice under the sun. So I really like this worship.
yeah. I also feel it is sensible because like sun is something we can see it, right? We can perceive a vibe of it, yeah, and it is playing a biggest role in our life because life wouldn't exist without sun in this planet. So yes, I feel it is kind of sensible thing to do. So I
Yes,
appreciate this festival.
same. We used to worship different elements of nature. It's always very fascinating when you're worshiping like the water god, the rain god, things like that. The trees. I feel, yeah, nature is powerful. You should worship it. It makes sense. You can see it also, right?
Yes, yeah. And
Okay.
like kind nature is kind of God, right? Everything originates from nature and it also goes down into nature once again. So I feel like yes, it is sensible work to do to worship sun god instead of sitting somewhere or yeah, I am not like I don't want to say
I got
anything
your
about it.
point, but
Yes.
fine. Okay, perfect. Since you're a teacher, I would ask you, what are your opinions on outdoor learning? Do you think that it is a good way of learning? Outside classroom, through nature, through experiential learning, through environment, by hiking or climbing or looking for insects, trying to cook from whatever's in your surrounding, things like that.
See, yes, I am a teacher and I have been encouraging this education since very early days. Because I feel, I mean, one can learn a lot more from nature or doing a practical things in their life, right? So when we are reading a book, just we have to go through the book and we have to think about it, right? Just we are thinking, we are not experiencing it. But when somebody goes out in nature, he or she does things, then they find out the practical way, right? So I feel yes, it is best way of learning. Yeah, looking at insects, like trying to touch it, uh, looking at the green trees, and lots of other stuff. Like you told about going into river, swimming, learning how to swim. You know, yeah, these are the real thing that we are forgetting right now. We are going away from our natural roots, and which is the main cause of depression and anxiety right now. So I feel yes, this is the problem. We must like encourage these things or this kind of education right now. New generation is needed because uh, I see like people are caged, students are especially kids are caged in their home, and
Yes,
these caged student has no other way uh, to express their energy. So what will they do? They will do something offensive on internet or somewhere, like so that's why we are facing such a big difficulty right now in our society, and we are blaming on kids like
true.
they are not studying or they are becoming something else, and we are not giving them the right way. So the fault is in society and guardian and parents, teachers, schools, and on the system that we are following right now.
Yes, a brilliant point that you made, that the energy that we all have has to be used in the right way. Otherwise, it's going to definitely take a wrong
Different
turn,
way. Yes.
right? It's going to spiral down. Very well. I have been fascinated with these forest schools and wilderness schools that I have been researching that are there abroad, and it's just marvelous. I sometimes I feel I should be a kid and go to those schools now.
Yes, see, like I also love these kinds of schools because when you are exposed to real circumstances, you have opportunity to learn, become strong, and to perceive lot of things that you cannot perceive sitting in your home. So yes, yes, this is needed right now, and it is most important thing to do right now to save the upcoming generations.
Very well. What holds people back from doing things that they want or they dream of? What are the things that hold them back?
Sorry, can you repeat your question, please? I didn't.
Definitely. Yes. What holds people back from doing things that they really want or they dream of?
Circumstances or situations can be different,
Mhm.
but I feel like sometimes social pressure, family pressure, you know, these are the things which not let them do what they want to do.
Wants to be a singer? Mhm.
Yeah, somebody wants to be a singer, but he starts thinking about society, like whether I'm gonna sing well or not. Yeah, and he start making a whole world out of it, and this whole world is hindrance, like becoming hindrance for them or him. So I feel like society or a structure that society have developed of being good and bad, it makes people judgmental, and at the end they live doing things.
Very well. When you struggle with sleep on some days, what are the things that actually help you fall asleep?
See, when I couldn't sleep, then I don't try to sleep, right? I try to do something new that night, and
Mhm.
that would be like walking out, right? And just if I'm in city, then my roof is open to walk upon. So I start walking. I start looking at the stars in the sky. I want to perceive the calmness of the night, darkness of the night. I want to, look at the beauty of darkness. So I have lots of things to do. Yeah, I feel I'm not like sleeping. Then I don't force myself to sleep. I just enjoy, and after some time, I feel no, I can sleep now. Then I come back and I get sleep. So yeah.
Very well. Are you interested in like memes? Do you ever like see memes and funny videos or viral things that are going on the internet?
No, I'm not fan of these things, but sometimes be, I have to keep up with the society and the people. So I have to look into these things to understand the perspective of society. So I cannot go out of the society. Like I do not want to be outdated. Yes. So somebody cannot feel that I'm outdated. For this, yes, I look for everything. So yes, I feel like seeing memes sometimes. I do not see it, but definitely like look at the videos right now everywhere, these kind of things.
It's
So
hard
you
to
cannot
escape
ignore
it
it.
completely. Yes, I
Yes.
agree with you, right?
So yeah.
Okay. Do you think that they should have that much influence and power, memes, as they do right now?
No, because anything should have no much influence over anybody. Especially feel like if somebody influences you, then you somehow feel not stronger. You feel weak yourself, right? So yeah, so getting influenced by somebody is also kind of harmful thing, right? So you should know your strength. But you are talking about memes. Yes, definitely there should be no influence of meme. I mean, there can be a little bit, but the way young generation are being influenced by it is totally unacceptable, at least from my point of view, you know. So we cannot do anything right now because we don't have any regulatory body to look into these things and to regulate what should be shown and what shouldn't be shown, what kind of things should be shown. Right now Instagram is getting popular. Yeah, every kid is watching Instagram. So yeah, like it is kind of mess up. Yeah, I feel.
Yes, even I'm equally concerned. Every time you speak about the new generation and your thoughts on it and how we should protect it, I feel like you're just reading my mind because it resonates so much with what I think. So it also makes me feel good that there's a teacher like you who's trying to educate because you have the right intentions in your mind and you go into that much depth. So good.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Uh, are you aware of Halloween? Do you like, have you seen the pictures of it and do you